Hey everybody. I'm looking at reports, with Donald Trump and how they're saying how secure the border is and border crossings and stuff have been down in the United States, and I think that's amazing. And when I look at the success that Donald Trump is having with the border, it almost makes me say to myself, well, why was it so difficult for Democrats when Democrats were empowered to do the same thing? And so again, it almost makes me believe that they wanted an open border. They wanted these people to come in probably so they can get a new voting base. It almost makes me believe those quote unquote conspiracy theories, as people used to say, because Donald Trump was able to you know, come into power again, and then secure the border in like record time. With the Democrats, it was always, oh, well, it's going to take few years, this is going to be a hard task, and they made all these excuses. And here Donald Trump was able to come in and within a few months like close the border down. Like border crossings are almost to like, I guess, like to zero now almost. And so how did it take somebody like Donald Trump? He was able to just come in and secure the border, and Democrats, it was always an excuse, and we got to make up a plan and all this other stuff. So it just goes to show you that when politicians prioritize something, things can get done. And even though the Democrats, made all these excuses, they didn't really care that those people were coming across the border, that illegal immigrants were crossing. They didn't care after the day that they were voting, supposedly, allegedly in, some of the elections that were happening in certain states, even though, they put on this whole smokescreen about, oh, well, we're doing the best we can. No, because you had Kamala hardly go down there, and the only time Kamala went down there is, when she was, looking to become president. But look at how Donald Trump, within a few months, is securing the border, and on top of that, he's also having ICE agents come to people's cities and towns to deport dangerous illegal immigrants. I mean, with the Democrats, they acted like, these were such innocent people, and, oh, this is a farm worker, this is somebody who's picking fruits, and why do we want a person like that to go back to their country? And then, with Donald Trump, you find out these same fruit pickers got criminal records and drunk driving charges and all sorts of stuff. And so, Donald Trump shattered the whole, innocent, nice, illegal immigrant narrative that mainstream media networks like CNN and them try to put out there. Like, I even noticed when I look at KTLA and some of the news stations and stuff in Los Angeles, they'll always tell a story like, oh, well, this was just somebody innocent that was just trying to feed their family. And then when you do some research, you're like, well, wait a minute, this guy got a charge. He was a felon, somewhere in Utah. And so I think with Donald Trump, even though people don't like him, they don't like his tactics when it comes to immigration, he's really exposing a lot of waste and fraud. I mean, look what's going on in Minnesota. For years, oh, well, these are just folks that love America, these Somalians that come here, they love America, they're working really hard, they care about their families, and all the fake narratives. And now that, investigations are coming out, all of a sudden you're finding out, there's billions of dollars in fraud with some of these organizations. Some of these folks don't have their citizenship. Some of these people have, made up social security numbers, like all sorts of stuff is coming out. And especially under a guy, what's his name, Tim Walz, that Kamala Harris ran with. I mean, can you imagine if this guy was the vice president? So it almost makes you say to yourself, like, what were the Democrats thinking? Because more stuff has come out on this guy that should have disqualified, him when he ran with Kamala Harris. So it just goes to show you that Democrats thought the American people are stupid. We're just gonna, run somebody who's a person of color. I mean, black one day and Indian the next day with, this governor from Minnesota, and people are just gonna automatically vote and not check on, their background. Because all the stuff that's coming out on Tim Walz, I mean, did the Democrats even vet this guy when he ran with Kamala? I mean, you're supposed to vet the person you're running with to check their background, to see if there's any inconsistencies, to see if there's anything that's controversial that's going to come out. And with this guy, they ran him like he's just the, happy old man governor from Minnesota that can do no wrong. I mean, I'm happy that this stuff is coming out because this is the only way that you're going to improve the state of Minnesota. It's very beautiful. It's nice people there, everything, but a lot of these states have to tackle their immigration problems. I mean, just letting folks come to your state that you don't know their background, you don't know if they've got any felonies, if they've got any warrants, like just letting just anybody come across the border and be able to live in your state and get benefits isn't right. And I'm glad American people are waking up. I'm glad that Donald Trump is speaking out. And for anybody listening to this, if you're a content creator, keep on talking about this issue, because these are the same people that come into certain neighborhoods and towns, commit a bunch of crimes, and then people throw their hands up and say, I don't know how that happened, and why is there a carjackings and break-ins? And well, guess what? The people you're bringing in, they're contributing to that crime. They were sitting up and doing those crimes in their own country, and now they come to America, and then they know that we have politicians and judges that will protect them. And so again, with this illegal immigration issue, I'm going to keep on speaking out. I hope you speak out about illegal immigration in America, and that's the only way we're going to improve the problem. Because, just letting random people that don't even have their documentation and paperwork be able to come in and get jobs and driver's licenses and drive trucks and do all sorts of stuff, when as an American, or as a person that's a legal citizen of your country, if you're listening to this, that they scrutinize you for everything. But these people can just come over and get every benefit that's out there. So in the comment section, let me know how you feel about illegal immigration and Donald Trump's job performance when it comes to illegal immigration, and just let me know how you feel. Thank you.